National symbols of Ireland. Symbols of Ireland are marks, images, or objects that represent Ireland. Ireland is divided between the Republic of Ireland, officially named Ireland, and Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom. Today, we will learn about the Republic of Ireland. The sovereign state shares its only land border with Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom. It is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean to the west, with the Celtic Sea to the south and the Irish Sea to the east. The capital and largest city is Dublin. The national flag of Ireland, frequently referred to in Ireland as the tricolor. The flag has three colors: green at the hoist, white and orange. The green symbolizes Roman Catholics, the orange represents the minority Protestants who were supporters of William of Orange. The white in the center signifies a lasting peace and hope for union between Protestants and Catholics in Ireland. The earliest inhabitants of the island were seafarers who depended for much of their livelihood upon the sea, and later inland settlements or camps were usually close to water. Later, the Stone Age people arrived. They used stone tools for their farm work and hunting. For most of Ireland's recorded history, the Irish have been primarily a Gaelic people. Then the Vikings settled in Ireland, becoming the Norse Gaels. England's colonization of Ireland brought many English and Lowland Scots people to parts of the island. Today, the people of Ireland hold various national identities including British, Irish, and Northern Irish. Irish clothing, for both men and women, generally consisted of two important pieces, a lina and a brat. The lina was a tunic-like garment, usually made out of linen and reached to about the knee. Later, medieval Irishmen wore trews, close-fitting trousers. The Irish also had their own form of kilt. The woolen cloak called brat has been worn with the kilt since ancient times. Originally the brat was a simple square or rectangle, with decoratively bound edges. Later, the brat was cut to a more body-accommodating shape and had a deep hood. One of the most common pieces of Irish clothing is the Éireann sweater. The Éireann sweater, also called pullover or cardigan, is based on designs originating in the Channel Islands. The wool is unscoured and so the lanolin is retained, thereby increasing the sweater's water resistance. Irish costumes for the dancing competitions called feis have become famous throughout the world. The women's or girls' skirts are very short, coming to above the knee so the leg movements can be seen. The dresses are flared and often embroidered or beaded with intricate and colorful Celtic knotwork designs. A sash or short cape is worn over the dress. The Irish wear a soft lace-up slipper called gillies for soft shoe dancing and a thick-soled clog for hard shoe dancing. The national dance is the Irish dance. The Irish dance is a group of traditional dance forms originating from Ireland, encompassing dancing both solo and in groups, and dancing for social, competitive, and performance purposes. The roots of Irish dancing come from the Celts and the Druids who roamed the island. Many of the Celts and Druids' religious rituals involve dancing, usually in a circular fashion. The dancing was accompanied by music or singing and usually took place at religious celebrations or other special occasions. The other traditional dances of Ireland are Kelly dance, Irish step dance, Festival Irish dance, Sean Nose dance, and Irish set dance. The national tree is the Cecil Oak, declared in 1990 by Head of Government Charlie Haughey. The strawberry tree is also considered as the national tree. The northern lapwing was declared Ireland's national bird by a committee of the Irish Wildlife Conservancy in 1990. The national animal is unclear. The Irish hare has been described as a national animal, as has the red deer. The Irish elk is also considered the national animal, even though it is extinct. The national plant and flower is the shamrock. The shamrock is a symbol of Ireland. According to a legend, St. Patrick used it to illustrate the doctrine of the Holy Trinity. The national dish is the Irish stew. Basic ingredients include lamb or mutton as well as potatoes, onions and parsley. It may also include carrots, turnips and pearl barley. The ingredients are boiled and simmered slowly over an open fire for up to 2 hours. Another national dish include the full Irish breakfast or Ulster fry. A full breakfast is a substantial cooked breakfast meal that may include bacon, sausages, eggs, black pudding and baked beans. Ulster fry may also include tomatoes, mushrooms, toast and a beverage such as coffee or tea. Another dish is the bacon and cabbage. The dish consists of sliced back bacon boiled with cabbage and potatoes. This dish was common fare in Irish homes because the ingredients were readily available as many families grew their own vegetables and reared their own pigs. Irish breakfast tea is described as the national drink. Irish whiskey is the national spirit, with Jameson Irish Whiskey and Tullamore Dew the main whiskey brands. Gerald of Wales declared the battle axe as Ireland's national weapon. St. Patrick, a 5th century bishop born in Britain, is Ireland's patron saint. Gaelic games constitute Ireland's national sports. These include Gaelic football, Gaelic hurling, camogie rounders, and Gaelic handball. The Celtic harp, Great Irish war pipes and uilleann pipes are the national musical instruments. A gold Celtic harp on a green field has been used in heraldry to represent Ireland. These symbols represent beliefs, values, traditions and ideas that make Ireland unique. They are defined by common usage or by various interest groups.